peace and sunlight, abundant love onto you, my beautiful honeybees. It's your girl Coco Oshun here with a that cicada just caught me off guard. I'm here with a spirit animal message. So cicadas are significant at this time. Cicadas are small but loud. Small but mighty, courageous. They also have the ability to hop. So you could be shifting timelines at this time, hopping from one place to another, your mindset changing from one thing to another. Either way, the cicada, you can go look that up for yourselves if you are feeling called to do so. But the cicada definitely just opened our message up. So we have remove yourself from stressful environments. That's what the cicada wants you to know. And to work on people pleasing. Okay, so, but what about yourselves? You could be wound up, yet you're helping and pouring into others. You're helping them unwind. You're helping them to not carry so much weight on their shoulders. You're caring and compassionate about what they have going on in spirit. Which the cicada's message is pull back. Remove yourself from stressful environments. It's taking a toll on your mind, body, and spirit. I was just saying before I started this message, I was pulling my shirt down and pulling my jacket over, myself. And literally, you guys are not going to see me, but even still, like, even if you saw me every day, like, dude, I had this moment where I was just like, even me covering my rolls with the shirt or pulling my pants up or anything or my jacket, it's still there. So right now, I'm just focused on that, that part of me, just accepting all versions of myself, whether I have, some weight on me or I don't have weight on me, whether I'm eating consciously or whether I'm eating when I could get a meal and I'm not really choosing the best options when I do eat like that. So I'm paying attention to the rhythm and the flow of my body. And I felt like I knew it was going to be significant in this reading, that paying attention to the flow of your body, just like women, we know when our cycles are coming. We get indicators before our monthly cycle is coming. We get indicators as we're flowing into different stages, and there are different indicators in between those intervals that we know, like, it's about to change and transition. And I feel like, you guys are going through the same, whether you are a man or you are a woman, that can definitely resonate to what I'm saying about covering ourselves. Am I covering myself in shame or am I covering myself in modesty? It's gotten to the point where the journey of self becomes intentional, because self just wants to be authentic, and the ego wants self to fit in, people please, be accepted. Okay, so, and then that ties to self-esteem. It's giving solar plexus chakra. It's tied to the courage. And sacral chakra, to the pleasures that you enjoy in life. That's what it's giving. Like, there's some healing that is transitioning, transforming. Okay, so maybe there's some clearance happening within those two chakras in particular right now. It's like you've moved from the head, the crown, the third eye, from the throat to the heart, and now you're in the belly, and then you're in the sacral. You feel me? So next, I'm hearing the catbird again. The catbird has been around me for a good week now. Almost an everyday visit. I've never seen this bird, so this bird is very significant for me. Because I know that when this bird comes around, I know that ancestors are speaking. I know spirit is with me, because this cat mimics the meow. It mimics other birds too, but definitely every time this bird comes, it's always meowing, like for like 20 minutes straight. And yesterday, I don't know, I think it's mating season still for, us inhabitants of Earth. another one came in the backyard and was meowing too. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's two of yous at the same time. This is a lot of meowing. And then there's already two cats in the house. So it's a lot of meows going on. I feel protected. I feel connected to my Egyptian and my Mayan and Mesopotamian ancestry. Ashe, I feel connected to my family very strongly right now. And especially having so many visits from the catbird. So, and look, he's gone. No more meowing. I think that's the shortest stay. It's almost like, did you hear me talking about you? Okay, so enough about me, but those are some things that are happening in my world too. So I do want to be authentic and share some parts of myself. I know that I've been quite sacred um, for a while now, and one day I will tell my story, and I always say that I will, as I am making it through these challenges and learning these life lessons in these cycles. I will eventually, whether I write a book or I do a tell all or I go on a podcast, I'm going to tell my story. Okay. Once I am in a space of peace and stillness, like I really want to be, I feel that that's when it'll be more fluent. Yeah. Sometimes my tongue, it just speak whatever. And that's something that I'm learning about culture and ancestry, is that the more that we allow ourselves to be our natural selves without the correction of the world, we begin to pull parts of us that are lost. We begin to tap into those things. And I know that in my family that we spoke many languages before, which is why I've always in my childhood been privy to learning multiple languages. So that is significant for someone as well, 907. It's like the more that you're coming into yourselves, that you're learning and discovering maybe more about your ancestors, and this tongue is coming out, this accent is coming out. Maybe you've had a dream about you even speaking in a different language. Oh, so I just only pulled two from my super deck, and then I'm gonna pull you a spirit animal card, right? Because I feel like you have many spirit animals on your team, Ashe. Like, I just saw a spider, so some of you guys are you're weaving something into creation, you are manifesting something, you're calling something in, all right, into your vortex. And the spider could be very significant. You could be getting a lot of spider visits at this time because that is one of your spirit animals or insects, Ashe. Whoa, that just jumped right out. The salmon. And what do salmons do? They jump. Number 5. So I feel like there's something that you have been working on, and your spirit team is saying you're more than halfway there. But 5s is giving me change, right? I'm feeling like your spirit guide, the salmon, your spirit totem, your spirit animal guide, or it could be your spirit totem. Some of you guys, this could be your actual totem, where you invoke this spirit animal. You get into the core essence of what this and role of what this particular spirit totem animal does and plays to our existence, which is similar to you could be a water sign or have heavy water placements in your natal chart because the salmon is in the water. You could also be air, because the salmon loves to jump up in the air. You could also be an air sign. That's just further confirmation. But you can embody the salmon's characteristics, having that bravery to jump up into the air out of the water, that whimsy. It's like giving me the Fool card, stepping out on faith. And it's like, once you do that, you will then begin to see the changes, because the changes have to happen within you first. You've made your mind up to make this step, take this leap, press forward, not give up. It's something very much powerful that's coming in for you. I'm picking up waves, currents. Okay, so this could be some coin, some currency. Someone needs some currents, all right? Where someone is not currently seeing, and you need to currently see. Something is in front of you, okay, and you need to currently see. Take it how it resonates. So the salmon brings in, or the characteristics of the salmon is faith. Wow. Having the faith to go forward, having the faith to go forward towards the life that you envision for yourself, the project that you envisioned it could be, the type of communication that you would like to have, you would like to receive, you would like to give, because I'm strongly picking up communication here as well. Then also determination, being determined to go after and not give up, like I was saying. Independence, all right, and change, of course. So a lot of change is happening around your comfort zone and your ability to go from codependency to interdependency to independency. So there's many layers to this journey with you. I'm hearing my ancestors have always spoke to me in my mind saying that don't ask someone else to do something that you can do for yourself. Why? Because it is a strong possibility, or I'm going to say it how they say it. They're not going to do it right, and they're not going to do it the way that you envisioned it. Because everyone could have the same vision, okay? Like this. Everyone, Walmart carries the same product of many different brands. Why? Because everyone had the same vision to create this particular product. But each person's energy signature and creative and innovative concept is what makes the product different from one another. So we're refining, right, what that looks like for you in your life, going through the layers and the changes of being codependent, being completely dependent. You know what I mean? Like you're looking at this journey is powerful. It's giving like you're on a self-care journey, whomever I'm speaking to. And I feel like we all are on a identity journey, and we're on a self-discovery journey back to ourselves before the world told us who to be, how to be, which way to go, what kind of life we should envision, what kind of dreams we should dream for ourselves. Because there's this people pleasing theme where you have even picked your clothes because someone else approved or disapproved. It is literally so culturally, socially is what I was trying to say. And psychologically, these are the things. And sometimes I sit back and I wonder that, dealing with people in the world, that we will choose a person to approve or disapprove of exchange or respect or kindness based off of what they wear, based off of the job that they hold, based off of the car that they drive, the type of home that they live in, the area codes. It's ridiculous, right? It's a psychosis. And so you're unlearning those things. And I feel like humanity is going through that indefinitely. Because when you see things like Damon Darling being banned from Walmart for spreading kindness and love and faith and hope and laughter, comedy, when did we stop laughing? When did we become so stoic, so disturbed, so mentally disturbed, emotionally disturbed? It's a programming, right? It's a frequency. And Damon Darling is not on that frequency. He has lifted up his frequency and he's bursting out that he's like, I have to share this energy, this frequency that I found, you guys. You have to smile like this. Don't you feel it? Oh my gosh, doesn't it make you want to cry? Like Damon Darling can give you the feels. And I'm not talking about religion, faith. I'm not talking about any of those concepts. I'm speaking about the frequency that he is choosing to operate on, which is happiness, gratefulness, joy, glee, surprise, kindness, and you have to have the laughter to sweeten the deal, because when you're coming across in our world where we're in the spiritual warfare as well, you're coming across demons that don't want to be liberated from their post. And you see that in his content. But I'm just saying, I have my spiritual goggles on when I'm viewing, surfing the web. I need to, and you need to as well, because you have to filter what you're going to take in. And if you just unconsciously just scrolling, baby, your third eye is taking in a whole lot, further creating more psychosis. So this is why I'm able to point out what I'm seeing with Damon Darling, is that our world has gotten to a place of criticize those who are healthy, mind, body, and spirit, those who choose to speak up for what's right, those who don't want to change in a way where I'm conforming parts of me in order to receive really breadcrumbs. It's almost like it's almost like a narcissistic relationship with how leaders and authoritarians can lead our world. You give all of me and I'll give you little breadcrumbs. But you're finding all of these things out. You're like, this is like a pentacle moment for you. This is a pentacle, an ace of pentacle moment for you. This is coming into yourself. This is coming into your wealth, your inner wealth. And that is your consciousness. This is coming into your soul mission, and that is your consciousness. This is coming into beyond the dreams, because the dreams are important. The astral world is important, but you had a blueprint. You have a blueprint. So no matter what, it's woven in you like that spider totem. You're weaving. You're creating, you're co-creating. So it's like a ripple effect. I saw those currents in the beginning. Could be currency, like I said, could be coins. Or it could be that you're moving, right? Maybe there's something that you're sharing about yourselves that you're traveling and doing it. Or each day in your exchange with people, you're conscious and aware that you're exchanging with these people. And you're paying attention to the universal currents that are coming into your vortex through people, through the exchanges, through opportunities, through the music, through the TV, whatever the show, movie, whatever, through the phones, through the technologies. You're paying attention to what's currently flowing in. You're more intentional. You're operating on this frequency again, and there are many around you that you could possibly be like, hey, get some of this, come and get some. And they're like, I don't want to be bothered, or they want to punish you because of the way that you feel in this frequency. But this frequency is so healing. It's so juicy, so golden, so magnetic. One more spirit animal message, okay? The mosquito want to come in here, okay? Let's see. What's the spirit animal? Spirit. These are new cards, so they're very sticky, but I got to it. Spider. Wow. Confirmation dudes and dudette. Honeybee and honeybeeette. This is confirmation. Your spirit animal, spider, leaves you with this message. Because I did do a lot of rambling, but I hope, and I know that rambling was on point though. Trust the creative spark you're feeling right now and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. So this is also confirmation for me that even though I thought I was just rambling, I hope that you find some sort of info or inspiration from what I share with you, because we're in this together and we are a part of one another's world. We affect one another's world because we have to live in a common world together. I don't ever want you guys to feel like I'm neglecting you guys when I'm not posting on the channel. I am a stickler for protecting my sacred energy. And I am aware, I discovered early on in my journey that I am not for everyone. And the moment that I take myself from that sacredness is when I begin to experience catastrophes. Okay? So I have learned through journeying my own life that it is best for me to continue to cloak and hold myself sacred. Because why? I am a sacred being. And I have always been a sacred being in each lifetime that I have existed. I am here to give and receive just like every other human being. That doesn't mean that I do not love you and I do not care about you when you don't see me all the time or you don't hear from me all the time. 26 on the timer. I am like the fairy godmother that you don't see but you hear, okay? Like I'm your spirit guide, baby. That's just what it is. And I assume my position. I am not for everyone. I am not to experience everyone. And I respect that about my journey. So I hope that you respect that about your journey as well and your role in the honey hive here. As you're coming more and more into yourself, that you respect the sacredness of yourself. So that's all I have for you, my beautiful honeybees. I love you, sending you so much abundance, sending you so much peace, sending you so much love, and we will rise in power together. Namaste. Honey, 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 honey.